Hey guys, Turtles and stuff here. So today I'm making a video about why dual flush toilets are not a very good idea and why they're basically kind of pointless in terms of waste removal. Now, actually there are really no exceptions to this rule because what they're endorsing, really, the dual flush system should be reversed. It should be using less water for solid waste and more water for liquid waste for one reason. Because solid, as you look at my little diagram, I drew it at the half toilet with water in it. Basically based off the standard Madeira, but it's a little bit different. It's not exactly the same. I kind of tweaked the design a little bit. The main difference is the trapway is slightly deeper. It has more of a dip in it. The Madeira doesn't have nearly as much as a dip when you go down there, or maybe it has more. I think it's shallower actually, but anyway, here's what happens with solid waste. You see there's very little particulates in the bowl. It's just kind of all clumped together and it doesn't spread out through the whole entire water column. So it's much easier for water to remove it entirely. With liquid waste, the whole shaded area represents all the particulates that are suspended in the water column. That means that liquid waste is much harder to get rid of because the whole entire thing, all the water in the bowl that has it in it has to be completely removed and rinsed away. So the toilet really should use at least 3.5 gallons to get that done. 1.6 isn't even enough for most toilets to do that because they can't get all the water out. That's why the Lamosa Sahara is really good because the trapway completely empties. Like when it siphons out, it's gone. All the water is getting sucked out. Well, most of the Saharas are pretty good with that. Not on 1.6, but on 3.5, they're pretty good. And various other models, but 1.6 is just not enough to cut it for most toilets. They don't get rid of all the water that has stuff in it. And dual flush, back to dual flush is even worse because with the dual flush system, you're only using about maybe 0.7 of a gallon of water to flush liquid waste, and most of it's getting left behind. Probably 60-70%, maybe even 80% of the waste is not being flushed away. I haven't done tests on it because I hate dual flush toilets. It's just kind of common knowledge that if a 1.6 gallon toilet without a dual flush toilet fails the same test and it's the same model and it's on dual flush, it's going to do even worse. So basically dual flush is bad because it uses too little water for its intended purpose, which is removing liquid waste, which is actually, in theory, more difficult to remove than solid waste because the liquid waste is entirely suspended in the water column completely. That's why the water turns yellow when you use the bathroom. In most cases, the whole water column is full of your waste. And if that was the case with the other waste, the whole water would be brown. That means if the water turns that color, it means it's all the waste is suspended in it. It's being mixed together, forming a completely new ammonia waterness. Anyway, theory, if you want to use dual flush, hook it up and advertise it as flushing solid waste. Otherwise, don't do it. It's not a good idea. It just doesn't work as well. So anyway, that's it for today's video. So don't forget to leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you in my dissection video of the CP.0. Bye.